Welcome to Waterloo Wednesdays with Dr. Joe Clark. News for the entire Waterloo Vikings community.
Hi everybody, welcome to Waterloo Wednesday. I'm Joe Clark. I am the superintendent of the Waterloo schools. I got lots of cool things this week. First of all, a shout out to Miss Diana, bus driver on bus number 21. The parent who is shouting her out said that her kids transitioned from car rider to bus rider this year, and they're also new to Waterloo. She wants to thank Miss Diana for being a positive influence to them. She said she's teaching them road safety, and she does a wonderful job giving them a positive start and end to their day. We are so grateful for you, Miss Diana, and all of our bus drivers who provide such great service. On September 6th, a handful of students volunteered at the Randolph Library to help local senior citizens with their technology-related questions. Molly Wiles, Lucy Wiles, Robbie Wilmoth, Riley Heaton, thank you for helping the older generation with their technology skills. We can all use that. We know that kids are much brighter at that than us old folks. This parent wants to shout out the staff. This person has two little ones at Waterloo, and mornings can be really difficult. We know that with young kids. She wants to say thanks to the staff for greeting us in the car rider line with smiles on their faces. They're so appreciated. She wants to give a big shout out to Natalie Daniels because her kids get a little braver after they give her a hug or hold her hand. So thank you, Natalie Daniels, for the work you do, and thank you, Mom, for shouting her out. Check out this cool student, Raiden Kayeka. I hope I'm saying that properly. Raiden Kayeka in Miss Lewis's first grade class is the 24-25 Portage County Fair Prince. He's a Clover Bud member of the 10th Cavalry 4-H Club. Raiden's an awesome soccer player also on the U6 Waterloo soccer team. I actually saw Raiden in his Prince attire when I was volunteering at the booster tent at the fair, and very stunning young man. Congratulations, Raiden. Two other things I want to make sure that the community is aware of that we're so grateful for. If you haven't seen the retractable flag yet in our gym, it's absolutely amazing. We have a gigantic American flag that unfurls from the ceiling for the national anthem before events. It's a donation from Waterloo Youth Wrestling. It's gorgeous, and it's the envy of the league. I have heard from many superintendents who say to me that their coaches came back or their parents came back saying, we need to get a flag like Waterloo does. Thank you, Waterloo Youth Wrestling, for that just wonderful flag. And if you haven't been by the high school stadium lately, there is going to be a new track. This is a generous donation from the Boer Family Foundation. If you go there now, what you'll see is that the asphalt has been laid, had been poured. It's all good. It's ready to go. The gravel's there. It looks gorgeous. The next step is they pour a rubberized coating on top of that, and that needs 2 weeks of 50-degree or higher weather to cure. So that means it has to happen after football season, and we have to make sure that we have 2 solid weeks. So if we see 2 solid weeks of 50-degree or higher weather, we'll be able to get that rubber poured, and it'll be ready for the spring. If Mother Nature doesn't cooperate, that pouring of the rubber won't happen until the spring, which will delay it a little bit, but still, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be even better when the rubber's down and the lanes are there, and of course it'll be open when it's all complete. It'll be open for the community to come up and use anytime. Anytime that the schools aren't using it, of course, but most of the time it'll be open for you to walk or run or do any of those kinds of things. So thank you, Boer Family Foundation. Thank you, as always, for your continued support of the Waterloo schools. If you have shout outs or news items or whatever, make sure you fill out the survey and get them to me, and I'll read them next week. and go Vikings!